The only real shortcut in life is consistency. Showing up every single day. Sometimes all it takes is one stroke of luck, and you won't miss that moment if you show up daily. Coming from nothing to achieving everything on your own through relentless effort, discipline, and never missing a day. That's what compounds over time. Most people don't grasp this. If you skip a day, you might skip your breakthrough. But if you're always consistent, always trying, always on time, like I am, you position yourself for growth. You evaluate your actions, adjust your habits, aim to become better, and stay sharp. You're not lazy, not careless. You put in the work, and eventually, you rise. And when you look back at those who didn't, well, you ask, why didn't you try? They'll say they did, but that's a lie. I know they didn't, because they couldn't endure what I've endured. If I were as lazy or incompetent as them, I'd be where they are. They never really tried. I didn't have amazing opportunities handed to me. I wish I had someone online explaining how the system worked. I would have absorbed every word, but I didn't. I had to figure everything out. I took enormous risks and did what felt impossible just to escape the life I was in. And the truth, it's easier to become wealthy now than ever. This goes back to mindset, taking action and embracing risk. People ask me, how do you have all these cars? How did you get 100 million? They say I'm lucky, but it was never luck. I made moves while others hesitated, and even if I told you the exact steps to take, most of you still wouldn't follow through. So I don't pity failure. I don't feel bad for those who lose. My life is non-stop work. That might sound boring to you, but it's real. I'm on my laptop nearly every waking hour. I train, I hustle. Sure, I enjoy a nice car, a fine restaurant, or good company, but none of it compares to the satisfaction of the grind. I find joy in progress. I've lived the flashy life, but it's not as fulfilling as people imagine. Winning is what I find fun. Life is a competition for men. Everything we have, our health, our businesses, our relationships, we don't own them. We rent them, and rent is due every day. If you don't maintain your body, you lose it. If you neglect your business, it falls apart. If you don't nurture your relationships, they disappear. So if you're going to do something, why not do it to the best of your ability? Whether it's training in the gym, building wealth, growing an audience, it's all about optimization. I aim to be the man who speaks less but says more. That takes effort, skill, and a reputation to back it up. If I'm broke or physically weak, who's going to listen to me? But I've proven myself, and that proof comes from sacrifice. People ask about happiness. It's irrelevant to me. I'm content regardless of the situation. I don't operate on a happy, sad scale. If you don't constantly measure your emotional state, it stops controlling you. Happiness isn't the goal. Purpose is. And sometimes the deepest, most meaningful parts of life come through pain, like heartbreak. It's not the candlelit dinners or romantic laughs you remember. It's the raw, painful parts that define real love. Same goes for life. Hardship carves out the moments worth remembering. Chasing happiness is a losing strategy for men. Asking, what makes me happy, won't lead you anywhere. The key question is, what needs to be done? For me, it's work. The thing that made me wealthy in the first place. When you're rich, your only real luxury is time. You stretch things out. Longer lunches, slower days, But there's no new thrill. I've seen others waste their lives enjoying wine or chasing distractions. That's not fulfillment. That's sedation. Life is a simulation, and I want the highest score. That means playing on hard mode. I don't trust these so-called Zen influencers meditating in paradise. Of course, you feel peaceful in Bali with sunshine and fresh fruit, but try keeping that peace in a war zone. Then we'll talk. Real Zen is being calm in chaos. So until you step into the arena and get punched in the face while keeping composure, you're playing pretend. I've never been lonely. Not when I was broke. Not now. Because discomfort forces change. If your life's been the same miserable way for years, it means deep down you're comfortable with it. When I was broke, I couldn't sleep. My mind was haunted by dreams of supercars and financial freedom. I knew another world existed, one where people didn't worry about bills, and I was determined to reach it. You are exactly where you choose to be. People say they want change, but they don't mean it. They'll get motivated for an hour and go right back to video games and junk food. They say they want wealth, but they don't do what it takes. If you truly wished for it, you'd already be chasing it with everything you've got. So be honest. Do you want $1 million? Or are you fine with where you are? If you truly wanted more, you'd already be doing more. Everything you've ever genuinely wanted, you've gotten. So maybe the problem isn't the world. Maybe the problem is your wishes. Maybe you're not dreaming big enough. Or maybe you're not even honest about what you really want.